Think back for a moment to a game of dodgeball. At first, maybe one or two balls are coming your way, and you can track them, you can react. But once people sense that you're confused or unprepared, suddenly you become the main target and everyone is throwing at you. A crisis can work the same way, and your message is usually what determines whether you seize the moment or it seizes you. This is where the leader framework comes in. Leader is a simple, repeatable structure you can use to develop your main talking points during a crisis, whether those messages are written, spoken, or delivered on camera. It's designed to help you communicate clearly, calmly, and credibly, even when emotions are high and information is still coming in. So let's walk through each step of what leader stands for. L is for laying out what happened. This is about stating the facts as they're known right now. It's not about speculation, not assumptions, just what you can confirm. When leaders avoid this step or get too vague, people start to fill in the gaps themselves, and that's when rumors take over. Clear doesn't necessarily mean detailed, it means honest and grounded in what you know. E is for establishing your response. After people hear what happened, the next thing they want to know is, so what are you doing about it? This is where you explain the actions being taken, investigating, supporting students, working with law enforcement, reviewing procedures. You don't need to overpromise here. You just need to show that the situation is being taken seriously and it's being handled responsibly. A is for anticipating the tough questions that surely are going to come. This is one of the most critical and most overlooked steps. Before you release a message, pause and ask yourself, what are parents, students, staff, or even reporters going to ask me next? Things like, who's to blame, or how could you have let this happen? If you don't think through those questions in advance, you'll end up reacting instead of responding. Anticipation allows you to stay calm, consistent, and credible even under pressure. D is for developing short, repeatable talking points. In a crisis, long explanations simply don't land with people. Simple 10 or 15-second repeatable messages do. Think 2 or 3 sentences. These talking points should reinforce your key facts, your response, and your values. They should answer 4 important questions. Key message 1: what do you know happened up to this point? Key message 2: how are you responding to what happened? And most importantly, taking safety into account. Key message 3: how are you caring and supporting those impacted? And key message 4: what comes next? What can people expect to hear from you next? These are the things you want people to remember, and for staff, families, and the media to keep repeating. E is for then evaluating the tone and the language of the 4 messages you just created. Now, this is really important because people are not only listening to what you say, but how you're saying it. Ask yourself, does this sound human? Does it acknowledge how people are really feeling? Or does it sound overly legal, institutional, or defensive? You can protect privacy and legal boundaries without sounding cold or dismissive. Your tone matters as much as your information. And finally, R is for releasing it strategically. Once the message is right, it's time to share it intentionally. And that means getting it to the right audiences through the right channels at the right time. Releasing a message too late or inconsistently can undo all the work you've done. So ask yourself simply, if you were a parent or a student or a staff member, how would you take this message? Did it make you feel informed, respected, safer, and supported? If so, well, you're good to go. The power of the leader framework is that it slows you down just enough to get it right without freezing you in place. It helps ensure your messaging is on target. Coming up, we're going to give you a cheat sheet to use to answer all of these questions. But first, a short practice exercise.